Welcome to football travelers and protectors, humans, aliens, anklets, cartoon characters, and animatronics alike. My name is Steven Luigi, and welcome to not a Scott Games update, not a FNAF World update, but a Five Nights at Freddy's Reddit update. Scott has posted something on the Five Nights at Freddy's Reddit, so I figured we would check it out. So, he titled the Reddit page, The Fazbear Fanverse Initiative. So, and what exactly the Fazbear Fanverse Initiative is? Well, I think he explains it in the Reddit post. So, I'm not going to waste any time. I'm just going to get started with reading the message. So it says, "Hey guys, I wanted to tell you all about a little project that I've been working on for a while now. It's a giant collaboration involving several fan game creators who have made some little... Dago, join the party. Dago." Okay, sorry guys. Anyway, there have been, it's a project that's designed to invest into those franchises, give back to the developers, and hopefully bring new entries to those franchises as well. There have been some great fan-made spin-off universes created in this community, and I want to see them keep going. That's why I put some of my own cash towards the development of new games in those game series. However, I am going to stay out of the development side of things so that these creators can do their thing. They're going to develop these games and interact with the fan base just as they would have normally. And when the games are done, they'll be released on GameJolt for free. Just like normal, the difference now is that they'll also be bundled up with other games from the same series, such as the classic versions, or remakes, or minigames, and sold on most major consoles and mobile as well. At least that's the plan. Did I mention there may be toys and other merchandise of these fan games too? So what's the initial lineup? Emil will be bringing you Five Nights at Freddy's 4, Nixon will be bringing you the Joy of Creation Ignited Collection, Kane will be bringing you Pop Goes Evergreen, Jonal Chrome will be bringing you One Night at Flumpty's 3, and finally, Fiznom will be bringing you a remake/reimagining of the original Five Nights at Freddy's. Since some of the older fan games may have used copyrighted assets or assets created by other people, etc., some are getting remade in part or remade entirely. Some are being remade completely from scratch with new character designs, new sound design, and new artwork. It's a big project on the part of all of these creators, so please show these developers some support. I want to see these games on consoles, and then maybe, if it goes well, I can add more fan games to this project in the future. So yeah, I'd really like to see this turn into something cool. What do you think? So, basically, what the Fazbear Fanverse Initiative is it's basically a giant collaboration between Scott and a bunch of Five Nights at Freddy's fan game developers like Emil Mako, Nixon, Kane Carter, Jonal Chrome, and Fiznom. And basically, they're going to be remaking or making brand new games for this collaboration. As said with the first 5, Emil will be giving us Five Nights at Freddy's 4, Nixon will be giving us the Joy of Creation Ignited Collection, Kane Carter will be giving us Pop Goes Evergreen, Jonal Chrome will be giving us One Night at Flumpty's 3, and finally, Fiznom will be giving us a remake/reimagining of the original Five Nights at Freddy's. Which is really cool, because, well, for a few things. Obviously, we knew Five Nights at Freddy's 4 and Pop Goes Evergreen were going to be a thing even before the Fazbear Fanverse Initiative, because they revealed teasers and had trailers and everything for them. But what's really interesting is the reimagining of the original FNAF, One Night at Flumpty's 3, and the Joy of Creation Ignited Collection. Because I believe, I'm kind of trying to base this on memory a bit, I believe the creator of One Night at Flumpty's of the One Night at Flumpty series, canceled the third one due to, I believe, lack of motivation and the fact that I think he couldn't get a proper idea down. The reimagining of the original FNAF. Now it's like, will it be a fan-made recreation of the map, or will it be? Well, I mean, of course, it's going to be made by a fan. But I mean, like, is it going to look like the original, like the one that Scott created, like the actual map layout, or will it have like its own sound effects and everything? I'm kind of confused on that one. But what's really interesting is the Joy of Creation Ignited Collection. Because, if you all remember, the only time the Joy of Creation was a full game was the story mode. Every other Joy of Creation game that was before that was either a teaser for the full game or just a minor demo of what's to come in the full game. Because I remember there was the Joy of Creation Reborn, which basically teased the free roaming aspect of the Joy of Creation story mode. But then there was the version before that, which I believe you just sat in an office and just tried to make the ignited animatronics go away. I believe that factored into the survival aspect of the Joy of Creation. Since in the Joy of Creation, you actually don't survive till 6 a.m. You have to, like, make it through but not by time. So it's really cool to see the Joy of Creation actually getting an Ignited collection. Now, what will this be? I'm guessing it will be a remake, since Scott said that most of the fan games used copyrighted assets or assets created by other people. So maybe the Ignited collection is a remake of the Joy of Creation story mode. Or, and this is a long shot, but it might also be a continuation from the first Joy of Creation. I'm fairly certain it might be the first one, though, because it says collection. A collection usually means it's a remake of something. So it might be a remake of all three versions, being the beta, Reborn, maybe Halloween edition. I'm kind of half and half with that one, since that actually didn't show up in the story mode at all. That was more or less just for Halloween's sake. And then story mode. Now, I was just gonna have it beat this Reddit post, but then a few minutes ago, Kane Carter posted something about it, so I shall read that as well. He titled the Game Jolt post "Collaborating with Scott Cawthon, the Fazbear Fanverse Initiative." Hi everyone, I'm extremely happy to announce that the new Pop Go series is a part of the Fazbear Fanverse Initiative, an official collaboration between Scott Cawthon and a small selection of fan game developers to create and release old and new games, have them ported to major consoles, and potentially have merchandise created and sold for them in the future. And then he links the announcement. So yes, that means that eventually you'll be able to buy and play games like Five Nights at Candy's 4, Pop Go's Evergreen, and One Night at Flumpty's 3, yes, that's actually happening, on your home consoles and possibly mobile phones. And maybe even own a Pop Goes the Weasel figurine in the future. How amazing is that? Be sure to check out Scott's post for full details. The Evergreen team has kept this a secret for a while now, at least half a year, and unfortunately we can't give many more details at the moment. But we're super proud and very excited to do more for this. To celebrate, we will be releasing a new teaser image of Pop Go's Evergreen soon. Today or tomorrow, depends on your time zone. So be on the lookout for that. Thanks so much for the support. Hopefully one of your favorite fan games is a part of this. Which is really cool. And then, also, Jonochrome, the creator of the One Night at Flumpty games, posted a new teaser for the third game. And it just says, "Did you miss me?" Now, special thanks to my friend Labster. He managed to get the image brightened up. So, and I shall read that out to you right now. Obviously, it's a brightened up picture of Flumpty Bumpty with the text, "Did you miss me?" and then the 3, but there is something underneath it, and I am going to try to read this to the best of my ability. Instead of hiding something creepy here. Okay, I could just zoom in. There we go. Alright, instead of hiding something creepy here, let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, I worked on a silly little game series that gained a surprisingly amount of traction. And I prematurely announced a sequel that was too ambitious for its own good. Although I was proud of some of my plans, most of them felt forced. I wrestled with this game for a while, but in the end, it was canceled. 5 years later, with some indirect inspiration from Scott Cawthon, need to give it a little bit of that money, I finally determined the source of my problem. I was stretching my ideas too thin over too long of a project. I should have downsized it, kept it plain, kept the parts I liked, and built the rest around those parts. Then I thought, I could still do that, and I finally found the motivation to rework my plans and give this silly series a proper ending. So at long last, I made Riddle Transfer 2. I bet you thought I was talking about the third Flumpty game, huh? Well, you're right. History has a funny way of repeating itself. One Night at Flumpty's 3 will be like the first two games, short and sweet. It's still going to be a long time before it's ready, though, so don't get too excited. Just wanted to say, for the record, that it really is no yoke this time. So yeah, the creator of the One Night at Flumpty games basically confirmed that he is finally working on One Night at Flumpty's 3. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Let me just refresh the game drill page just in case there's anything that I might have missed. And it doesn't look like it. So yeah, the Fazbear Fanverse Initiative, Scott has basically created his own version of the Avengers Initiative, except it's Five Nights at Freddy's. How could we go wrong? But yeah, I'm honestly really excited to see this collaborative project with all these amazing creators, because if any of you know, I played Five Nights at Candy's Remastered on the channel, and I actually beat it 100%. That's a first. Well, besides the nightmare that is 720 mode, but we're not going to talk about that, because that is going to be way too difficult even for my own good. But now, there's something that's got me thinking. It's like, of course he listed off the main 5, but what if there are more? What if he gets someone, like what if he gets the developers of Super FNAF, or Jollibees, or Pyro Illusion, which is that game I'm still waiting to come out, because it's been a long time since we've seen any news on that one. Or what other game? I would say Five Nights at Treasure Island, but that's more of a Disney game as opposed to a Five Nights at Freddy's game, because it's based on the creepypasta Abandoned by Disney, so I don't know. And I would say the game that I'm helping my friend Lab with, ICN, but it is going to be a few years before that game comes out, so I think we can take that off the list. But, okay, so yeah, that basically does it for this little Reddit update. I am honestly really excited to see this Fanverse Initiative go out, because it's like, it makes me wonder if the games are going to be separate, or if it's going to be one software that's going to have all the games that you can select which one you want to play. They might be separate, but it would be pretty cool if they were all part of just like a collection and you could choose which one to go in. But I feel like that might take up a lot of memory, considering half of these games are using the Unity engine. But anyways, I'm going to end it off here, so thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you liked it, blast the like button, share with your friends, family, cats, and dogs, anyone you know, anyone who likes, share with them so they see the amazing content that I upload here. Hit the bell to be notified when your fourth wall protector is at work, and as always, I'll see you all in the next video. Stay weirder!